Alright, let's not waste any time and jump straight into it. World 3. Wow, an entirely new world. Looks like the path splits up ahead. Hey, don't look at me. The captain makes the choices, am I right? First things first, let's look at this whole new world. We've got these deep blue colors. I love this. Such an intense blue that really exemplifies space. And there in the distance you see this kind of blue supernova almost, with all these different comets and shooting stars launching out from it. When you think of the hero's journey, there's a rising action and then a resolution. We're still kind of at the rising action, but at this midpoint where things are kind of cooling off. So at this transition, a nice cool blue environment is the perfect backdrop for the rest of this adventure. But anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's go straight into Tall Trunk Galaxy, the Flotacious Blimp Fruit. Right off the bat, we open on this huge tree, as well as this blue fruit next to Yoshi. I wonder. And straight away, once we land, two things are abundantly clear. One, the music in this level is just as good. I love these opening act levels and their upbeat music, getting you ready to just jump straight into the action. And the other thing is, ew, look at that horrible, horrible texture on the tree. I don't know if this was just an issue with the Switch port, but that looks horrible. Oh my god. I swear the Wii version did not look this horrible. You know, originally it gave it this impression that there was light shining through the leaves, but not like a horrible fog with glare. Oh my god. How did this get past Nintendo? For those of you keeping score at home, that's 2 strikes against Nintendo so far. 1 for the Amiibo Bank Toad, and 2 for this horrible texture. But you guys know me, the Malmadius. I'm always one to be fair whenever possible, so we'll see how they pull off the rest of this level. Before we go up the tree, let's go to this battle arena with all these piranha plants. Now Yoshi can't just eat these guys straight away like other enemies. He has to use his tongue and pull them back. And that'll take way too long, so best just get off of Yoshi and use your starbits to daze all these piranha plants and kick them. And still don't get the 1-ups. Anyway, we go next to this Whittle right here, and he's standing right next to the floating fruit. Here's something cool. If you don't approach him with Yoshi, he will say, "The green one, it like these." And when you approach him again, this time with Yoshi, he'll say, "This tastes delicious, yes?" This floaty fruit, it gives Yoshi a specific amount of air to propel himself upwards. And if you hold A, you can plug up Yoshi's mouth and temporarily move side to side very freely. Once you run out of air, you pop and turn back into normal green Yoshi unless you are able to eat another one mid-air, which, spoilers, this level will later expound upon. When we make our way up, we can see this one sign that says, "To stop floating, just shake or press Y." Do this if you want to land. If we make our way all the way up, at the back of the tree, we see the life mushroom. There's also a Whittle here who will comment, "That mushroom, tasty?" And we've also got a launch star to the next area. We make our way into this carved log, and it's a really good 2D section giving us a lot of creativity to work with this new float balloon. We've got a nice coin challenge minigame. Pretty straightforward, honestly, just make our way straight up. If you noticed, we just passed a comet medal. Let's make our way back down and collect that thing. The real thing we have to do is collect these different pieces of the launch star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice and easy. And now we're at another strip of the log, almost like a coronal cut. And you can see the star glistening right under our feet. Let's make our way down to the other side. And it's just a matter of avoiding these spiky fruits and these paragoombas, and also remembering to recharge your flotation with these floaty fruits. But like it's nothing, we got 1 star down in World 3. Let's get right back into it. Alright. Oh, wait. Lubba's got something to say. "Looks like we got another hungry mouth to feed here. You've got a new friend here. A friend with something special for you. If you want to check it out, just head down that pipe over there." Alright. It's my favorite part of the game. Let's not waste any more time and go straight down there. Once we do, we see this beautiful casino-like carpet and this huge hungry Luma right here. Oh yeah, and it's got this music that gets you in the mood. Let's see what this Luma has to say. "Luma Lee, Luma Pop, welcome to the Luma shop. Care to spin a chance cube for only 30 starbits? Hey, yeah, let's do it. Alright, big money, big money, big money. Woo! 5 one-ups. Yeah, they spread out a whole bunch, so I could only grab 4, but I love this stupid minigame. And we'll definitely be back here soon. But anyway, let's go down the tall trunk's big slide. Alright, we land back to this tree, and oh my god, that glare is still horrible! Seriously, Nintendo, what's wrong with you guys? Oh, look at all these whittles. Let's see what they say. This place, sacred. Our people, brave. Green stash, ran away. Oh, so Luigi was here? The star, courage. Our people, much courage. Our people, whittles. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think they actually name dropped themselves. I thought that was just something you're supposed to figure out on Wikipedia. Green stash, much nervous. Bruh, did Luigi really beat me to this place and then run away? Come on, man. Well, anyway, we gotta get up to that launch star, but this time we don't have Yoshi or the floating fruit. The whittles tell us we can just use this swing, so here we go. Alright, just making our way up these 3 springs until we get to the launch star. We bust through the canopy of the tree and make our way to this slide. It's a huge tree, with one branch going all the way down. Slide! Never quit! This guy's got the right idea, because this star was brutal for me as a kid. Red sharp thing no touch! We watch slide. Be brave. Jump in. I love it. These whittles are like the guardians of a difficult challenge. The fact that the tree is sacred to them, the fact that we first saw them even back in World 1. You guys remember that beautiful temple-like monastery and they were there? Now we're seeing what looks like to be a very important figure for them. And these whittles just watch, guarding and honoring this sacred slide, almost as a memento of the bravery of their people. Here I assume they're also watching many a person try to prove their bravery going down this epic slide. Who knows what they've seen before us? Who knows how many they've seen try, but were unable to make the journey? I know before when these guys first showed up, I compared them to almost Shaolin monks. But this whole process of watching people make a very treacherous journey reminds me a lot of the different monks of Mount Everest, like the Rongbuk Monastery. But they're also like the Sherpas, the indigenous Himalayan ethnic group. Anytime you see people make the treacherous climb up to the tallest peak of our planet, these Sherpas are the ones that understand the dangers of the mountain and guide people upwards. They see the religious significance of it, other people see the triumphant nature of such a feat. And here we are, Mario, ready as he ever is to take down the tall tree trunk slide and get that power star. Anyway, enough build-up. Let's be brave and jump right in. Oh yeah, the music right from the get-go. I love it. This is relatively simple. Just follow the straight path downwards and avoid the big red spikes. There's a few wigglers on the way down. Just make sure we swerve right through them. Always try to get this one up right here. Well, I guess I couldn't, but anyway. And make sure whenever you're at one of these circle tube things, you keep your orientation knowing what's up and what's down. If you don't exit from underneath, you're gonna fly off into the void. This area kind of eases you into the straight shot slides with these different guardrails. First, the guardrails start off on the left because you're most likely veering left, then veering right, and now there's no guardrails at all. Now you just have to kind of keep in mind that there's different holes underneath you, so watch out. If you lose your orientation, there's this kind of rough texture that indicates that is the bottom where the slide is going to reappear from. So try your best to reorient yourself in that way. This next area has a few wigglers coming straight at us. Easy enough to avoid them. Come on, I'm a Subway Surfer genius, guys. Remember this video I made? Keep in mind that if you hit anything, you slow down intensely, so you won't be able to make these big gaps if you're already slowed down. Anyway, we keep going to this last area that's filled with these red things, as well as these angry wigglers. Just make sure you have enough space to do an extra jump before this gap. This specific gap has gotten me so much as a kid. But anyway, it's just a straight shot, and then here we go! Bravery symbol. Star, yours! We judge you. Very brave. Alright, we made our way all the way down their sacred slide. There's the tree that we came from originally. And here we are, at the final tree pass. Of course, if you go right behind it, there's another one up. Come on, guys, this isn't my first Mario game. But let's talk to these whittle monks at the end of the journey. Here, is a symbol of courage. Take star. This star is for you. Let's go, boys! We make our way right back to the garden. Come on, Lubba boy, tell me who's here. Looks like you brought back a Whittle with you. I love those guys. Hey, you and me both, man. I think he wants to talk to you about comet medals. Go ahead and give him a listen. It shouldn't take that long. Collect many medals. Comet arrive. First time in galaxy. Always one medal somewhere. Look hard, find. Alright, so he's talking about all these comet medals that we've been collecting. Obviously they haven't done anything yet, so this is good to keep in mind, especially if you've never played these games before. Well, let's keep that in mind as we make our way to Cloudy Court Galaxy. Head in the clouds. Look at this, it's almost like a medieval castle with all these windmills. It reminds me a lot of Holland, actually, with this different wooden and stone aesthetic, as well as all these clouds and gardens everywhere. It's pretty cool. And this starting point of the galaxy sure does sell that idea. These stone walls, this wooden bit on the dirt pathway, as well as these huge topiary gardens. Now, as a quick aside, these things are really cool. Have you ever seen how these topiary trees grow? It's incredible. By carefully and selectively chopping off branches, you slowly make the tree more dense with leaves. That's because the tree has to allocate a lot more resources to that area, and it makes it much more dense. Then the botanist is able to carve and craft the tree as he sees fit. This is a really quick aside, but if you ever had the chance to go to the Disney Flower and Garden Festival in Epcot, the Imagineers, as they call them over there, have this crazy way to make really cool Disney-themed topiary exhibits. And they're able to do it very quickly too by having a mixture of different moss and lichen, as well as including different beautiful flowers for the colors. It's very impressive. And I don't know why I was thinking about it, but these different topiary gardens give me that same vibe. Anyway, we see all these clouds, and of course the cloud flower power-up. Did you know that Mario can actually jump on the clouds? If you do a quick frame perfect land, there's a brief period before the cloud disappears where you can actually use your strength and jump up for some additional height. Anyway, let's nab the secret life mushroom, and let's collect these coins. And check out what we've got here, another coin minigame. Oh, and of course the Whittles were gonna be here, are you kidding? Not only is there a relaxing topiary garden, but also these windmills. Come on, of course they were gonna be here. He says, Cloud Wind Ride? Well, let's try it. And sure enough, our cloud platforms are able to easily float on the direction of the windmill. Alright, we get to these giant drum set. Okay, that's a little random. Oh, look at this Goombo flying up with us. Oh, that's interesting. We actually go so fast that we clip through him when we do a ground pound. We have to actually land very gently onto him. Anyway, we keep going up and there's another coin minigame. Alright, I'm too good, man. I'm too good. What can I say? That's the Malmadius for you. Oh, look, these cylinders. Oh, there's a ground pound symbol on it. Ooh, so satisfying. Let's make our way to the launch star. And of course we were gonna see her. Of course she was here, come on. If I eat 30, I might transform. Come on, you got it, girl. You know I clocked that from the very first one. That's the stuff so full, I'm about to transform! A new planet was born. Alright, let's pivot real quick. Don't fall in. We land in this planet with a pit of poisonous goo? Okay then. You can already see from here a bunch of Paragoombas and the cloud power-up. Easily this is gonna be a silver star level. It's got this eerie music though, almost like the cave sound effects from Mario's first game. But anyway, let's make our way forward. Whoop, there it is. I knew there was a twist. Here come the cosmic clones. And of course, be careful. If you touch anything, you lose your power-up and land immediately into the goo. And then Mario dissolves? What? This purple stuff freaked me out as a kid. The fact that when Mario touches it, his body starts disintegrating, kind of like the Thanos snap. Come on. Horrifying. So we've got to be careful. If a Paragoomba touches us or if the cosmic clones touches us, that's it. Game over. We have to do this part completely flawlessly. Oh man, that was a good attempt. Honestly, my biggest piece of advice for you guys is to try to do a lot of wide turns to avoid the cosmic clones. Especially in areas like this where you kind of get cornered. You have to really do a wide berth. And I think the other really cool thing is if you go in counterclockwise order, it makes it a lot easier, especially if you're skipping a lot of the normal platforms and making your own. See, check this out. All right, there's one. Jump over and get this second one. All right, we can go just get this third and then another diagonal jump. Here's 4, and then make our way right back. There it is. Just don't fall on your way back to the star. Oh, look, even the sign's excited. Bravo, you did it. We sure did. Come on, let's do a somersault into this thing. Oh, what? What's this, Luigi? Hey, bro. Everyone left me behind. I had to hustle to get up here. So, hey, guess what? I decided to look for power stars, too. If you see me out there, come say hi. I can help you save the universe. Okay then. How did you get here, though? It's not like the Toad Brigade where they had a Luma that helped them fly over here. He just kind of ended up on the planet? Well, good for you anyway, bro. Let's go right back to it. Oh, except when we land this time, Luigi is here. Hey, bro. You're looking for a star around here, huh? You want me to take over a little while? You can play as Luigi. You wanna switch, bro? Yeah! Alright, immediately you can see Luigi is just like Mario, except he's got a few quirks to him. First of all, he's a little slippery. You move and you try to stop and he'll continue sliding forward a little bit, actually. He's also a lot more versatile in the air in terms of long jumps and high jumps. Anyway, let's make our way forward. Oh, I didn't comment on this beautiful thing. It's a hippo. Look at that guy. Anyway, we make our way up. The wind is blowing us from underneath, so we just have to avoid all these wooden platforms. Nothing too difficult. Oh my goodness, where'd this guy come from? I hate these guys. I hate them so much. Anyway, let's kill this guy real quick. Oh my goodness, again? No, let's go to the battle arena. Whatever they got, I'm sure is way better than this guy. Okay, good. It's just some Baragoombas. Let's get some more health real quick. All right, now that we're all ready, let's get this guy this time. Come on, bro, are you joking? Oh my goodness, again? Oh, okay, finally. Anyway, let's make our way across this gap onto this circle temple. Oh, did you guys see it? Come on, you can't sneak that past me. Let's make our way underneath. Anyway, let's make our way back up. Oh my goodness, this guy. Okay, let's keep going. All right, the final 2D section of the level. Go down, ride the wind. Just keep in mind that your clouds will shrink after a while and you'll need to replenish them. Well, we don't need this. We can just long jump and make our... Oh! Whoa, look at that clutch. Are you kidding? That cloud power-up was not mine. That was good. Anyway, let's keep going upwards. All right, if we go backwards, there's another 3 1-ups up here. We have to make our way through this last column with these 2 crushing areas. But first, we can stop halfway and collect this comic medal. Then we can just make our way to the end of the level for a star finish. Let's go! Okay. A little cocky there. My bad. Let's try again. Oh my god. Alright, shame on me, guys, for trying to be a little fancy here, okay? Come on, 3rd time's the charm. Let's go! Whoa, and what's this? Oh, a prankster comet has finally appeared at Yoshi's Star Galaxy. It looks like we finally crossed the threshold where prankster comets can appear. I assume it has something to do with this Whittle finally appearing on our ship, but honestly, I have no idea. I know people way smarter than me have made a YouTube video trying to figure out when these prankster comets finally show up, but I'll be honest with you guys, maybe I'm just a little dummy or something, but I could not follow this video. It's linked right here and in the description if you want to check it out. A prankster comet has been spotted! Prankster comets can transform a galaxy into a wildly different place. Come to think of it, you've been collecting comet medals, right? Collecting lots of those comet medals makes more comets appear. Now you can work on getting a star from every comet. Go for it, Captain. Hey, bro, I'm all over the place these days, exploring the universe. Next time you see me out there, talk to me and let me jump into the action, okay? Catch you later, bro. I love his little jingle as well. Anyway, as much as I want to check out that prankster comet, let's save that for later. For now, let's keep going through World 3. What's interesting is if we go back to a planet we've already completed as Luigi, a Luigi ghost will appear. Sometimes they'll guide us to different things, sometimes they'll do other cool things. The hardest part is honestly keeping up with these guys, especially if there's a place with a lot of gaps like this. Luigi will leave these arrows on the ground telling you where he went. but he obviously won't do that if there's no ground to begin with. I'll talk about these guys a lot more later, but this guy just kind of leads us to the secret one-up that we already found. Anyway, once he gets you to the cool secret thing that he wanted to show you, he just kind of chills and starts relaxing. Anyway, let's go to Freezy Flake Galaxy, Bowser on Ice. Snow and lava. Come on, guys, how can you say this isn't the best game ever made? We land and it's this beautiful kind of soft music, and look, a log cabin in the snow. Who lives here? Oh, check out this big guy. Those weird snow sculptures give me the creeps. I'm too scared to leave my house. Boing. Ah, we got you, buddy. We got you. All right, let's grab the fire flower and destroy these few Goomba statues. Boom. Bam. Let's keep going. Check it out, we can destroy these trees as well as the statues that are over here with the fire flower. What's cool is they drop these snowballs, and we can actually roll them around to make them even bigger. Oh look, they even destroy the crystals as they run into them. Hey, there's even these cool gambling dice. I like them when they're in the level naturally like this, because they actually have 3 different options instead of just 2. Coins, 1-ups, and this weird Bowser minion option. Luckily, we just got a 1-up right now. Anyway, let's keep going here. These snowballs can even destroy some of these enemies straight away. And let's open up this tree. Oh, there's a green pipe underneath. Oh, look who it is. The monkey. Well, you just rolled into the domain of the chimp? You've heard about my gaming skills, right? Come on, bro, you ain't half the gamer the Malmadius is. Today I got a little challenge for you. Just skate and bump the enemies. Watch out for the spiked ones. Simple enough, right? So, you're ready to experience this or what? I'll give you this star if you can get 500 points or more. Good luck. Alright, so this is a pretty simple challenge. You just have to hit these guys. The green ones are worth 10 points and the golden ones are worth 50. There's not much advice that I can say except it repeats a pattern except rotated on its axis. It always starts off with the middle one, then it'll go to one of the corners. Then on the opposite side, there'll be 2 that pop out. Then on the opposite side to that, in the middle, a golden one will appear. Then back on the opposite side, there'll be this almost L shape with 1 spiky guy in the corner. Then, where the L ended, the spiky guy will appear, and opposite to him are 3 more green guys. Then, wherever those green guys were pointing, there will be a vertical row of green guys making their way down, with 2 spikes on either side. Then I kind of think back to wherever that green guy showed up to begin with. On the opposite corner, that's where this next round shows up, with 1 green guy, 1 golden guy, and another green guy in the middle. Then, wherever that L path was facing, opposite to that is where these green guys will show up in almost this, like, hammer shape. Or actually, you know, it's more like an axe from Minecraft. Then, on the head of the axe and the base of the axe, will show up these 2 pairs of green guys. Then it's just free in a Z shape. After that, it's the opposite 2 corners with one of these golden ones as well. Then it's one in the middle. And then you have this whole free area with these golden ones. These 2 golden ones always show up, one in the middle and one on the edge that's kind of opposite to where that corner one was to begin with. And that's how I think of it. If you can clear these green guys as fast as possible, it'll cycle to the next area, which will give you an even better chance to get a higher score. Check it out, even so out of practice, I was able to get basically 500. And the good thing, the chimp doesn't kill you like he does in his other challenges. So we could just try again, no problem. Check it out, guys. Gamer focus mode. Engage. You got 560 points? I guess that qualifies you as a shining rival. I may not like it, but I promised. So you can take this star. And he does his cute little monkey flip, clap, and here we go. We got another prankster comet, but let's not worry about that for now. Let's just make our way back to where we ended up. Anyway, we've got to actually destroy this Bowser statue to progress. We can use the snowballs to do that, or we can use the fireballs as normal. We go down this tunnel, and we end up in this area with a bunch of different bricks and snow bricks, like an igloo. We just have to destroy anything that's breakable. My first time going through this, I actually just made my way straight to the pipe, but you skip the comet metal that's hidden here. If you break enough, you can actually find it over here. Anyway, we keep going forward, and you can see there's a bunch of snowballs here in this lava area. And if you actually roll the snowballs onto the lava, it can make a walkable platform for a little bit. Obviously, that very rapidly melts the snowballs, though. Oh, there was this guy trapped in a box. Okay,
Since you found me, I'll let you in on a secret. If you roll the snowballs in the snow, they'll get bigger. Oh, okay, or we can have this guy explain it. Never mind. Anyway, here are some lava enemies. I like these guys. They're a nice parallel to the ice enemies we've already seen before. Except these guys will actually try to bounce back into the fire to be reignited. Anyway, we keep going and make our way to find this fire flower. We can clearly use that to destroy the last Bowser statue. Oh, oh, it turns out Fire Mario is not immune to fire. Who would have thought? Anyway, let's destroy this big ugly guy. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, there's just Prankster Comet after Prankster Comet, I guess. Let's go to the next one, Sorbetti's Chilly Reception. Okay, it opens on this weird planet that looks kind of like a snowman. I guess that's Sorbetti. Someone said there's a snow monster with a red nose out there. I can't go outside with that thing on the loose. Bruh, this guy, we cleared out the statues already. Come on, that guy's on another planet. Whatever. At least he's got like a rock power-up for us this time. Anyway, we keep making our way through, kind of same old as before. I hit a bunch of star chips in the snow. Can you find them all? Are you kidding me, man? Come on, I don't want to do this. Let's go. All right, there's one in this statue. Oh, check this out, check this out. Rock Mario accumulates snow himself as he keeps rolling. I love that attention to detail. I love that. And he obviously doesn't leave some footprints as he's rolling. He only leaves footprints as normal Mario. Oh, there's another one in this tree. Another one in this statue way up on the top of the hill. Another one in this statue way down here. And what else is there? Did we get everything? Oh, this crystal right here. All right, let's make our way for, oh. Oh, it's another one of these bridge situations. You can keep bouncing on these snowballs. I bet you could chain it together in a nice fun way, but anyway, we got a job to do. Oh, we go way above the clouds into a blizzard. The music changes. It's no longer that cute music. It's more of that space theme that we had at the very start of our adventure. You can barely see what's going on. We have to rely on our small sense of direction to guide us. The wind and snow makes everything white. That deep whoosh from here goes right through my head. Boing. All right, there's nothing really up on this top platform. Oh, there's a pipe here. Okay, let's go. Oh, a Goomba. Oh, man. Oh, come on, a second one? No way are we 3 for 3. Are you joking? Whatever. Oh, we actually supposed to make our way down here. Okay, here's a Luma shop. You know, we're right next to a boss when that happens. Anyway, we don't need any extra help beating this boss, so let's just get the 1-up. We land on this kind of spiky planet here. Well, there's nothing really here except for a mini launch star, so let's take that and see where it goes. Look at this. Look at this guy. He's basically a cute little snowman. He's trying to be menacing. Get out of here, bro. Okay, easy peasy. Come on, just hit the big red nose. Look at this guy crying now. Come on, wimp. Anyway, another star in the books. Oh, another prankster comet? Why not? Why not? Let's go now to Haunted Halls Galaxy, a glimmer of Bulbberry. I love these haunted levels. I love them so much. We open on this haunted hallway and what looks like a manor with a locked door and Yoshi with a Bulbberry. Oh, look at this opening. Oh, so creepy. Look at this. Of course it is a full moon. Come on, this galaxy wouldn't be spooky without one. There's some clouds around the moon, and then if we turn our camera here, look at this. It's like a sea of lost souls. Spirits moving their way across this vast plain. Like the condemned are screaming at us, telling us to turn back. Oh, I love it. And then the music, obviously, complements this theme incredibly. You know who else complements this theme? We got Luigi here. Come on, he's basically the hallmark of haunted Nintendo games. All right, let's go, Luigi. Ah, that was nothing, he's just a little rusty is all. We have these new ghost enemies that are kind of like the Octoombas, except in ghost form, and they don't spit at you. They will momentarily disappear if we spin near them. Anyway, you make your way through this haunted carpet, and we can go to this new battle arena. There's a bunch of these haunted Goombas in jack-o'-lanterns. These guys will walk left and right like a normal Goomba, but then start a fire at the end of their path. I also like how this battle arena is angled differently with the full moon front and center. Anyway, we keep moving forward. Now we get to this really cool area where the floor is appearing and disappearing from left to right. It's basically just a straight shot, but you gotta pay attention. And it's pretty easy to see what's coming next based on what's disappearing in front of you. Pretty simple, all things considered. This next area is just one really straight shot. Unlike the other areas, this next one only begins appearing once you've reached this platform, so you can't really anticipate what's coming next. Anyway, we keep making our way straight up here. And before we make it down this pipe, you see the comet metal sitting so obviously just right there? It's all about the timing. You just have to be able to quickly react, grab the comet, and get back to safety. Anyway, we land and we see Yoshi and this glowing fruit. It seems like we're in part of a library or a mansion or something like that. This glow fruit essentially lights up Yoshi, and the glow that he illuminates actually reveals the ground that we're able to walk on. This glow diminishes over time, indicated by the border as well as the music that plays. You can see the very edge of the light will change color from a glowing yellow all the way down to a green, then a blue right before it disappears. These paintings on the wall are normally blank, but once you eat the glow fruit, they turn into beautiful paintings of the fruit itself. Anyway, we keep going here and we get to that locked door from the opening. You just have to nab the key to open the door. We keep going forward in the haunted manner. We can go down real quick to grab the one up, and if we work our way up the stairs, we make it up to this mini platforming section, and we keep making our way down the manor. Be mindful of two things. There's this flying pig here next to the glow fruit, so if you accidentally aim at him, Yoshi will end up kissing him and it'll cancel out the glow fruit eating. And also, you have to actually eat the glow fruit. You can't just bounce on it and Yoshi will eat it, which I find out the hard way. This door opens up to a beautiful portion of the library, and we keep going and have to actually make our way up the bookshelves. From there, we just swing up to the platform and grab the star. Alright, before we go back, we got another letter. Manual of Secret Techniques. Jump and spin, jump and spin. While jumping and spinning in midair will show you all sorts of secret places. So says the wisdom of the bunny tribe. Okay, guys. I guess that's a good lesson that you can chain the spin jump with other things like the wall jump. Oh, and what's this? Lubba, you have something to say? You've been through a lot lately, huh? Maybe you should just take a break for a little while, Captain. What are you trying to say, Lubba? You trying to say that I've got I don't have a problem. How can I take a break when the princess has been kidnapped? Come on, Lubba, get your head in the game. I need a strong right-hand man, a lieutenant to my captain. Come on, bro. Get out of here with that. Man's trying to sell me. How about you've been standing there for too long, bro? Anyway, let's go sneaking down the creepy corridor. This intro area is the same as the next one, except the haunted carpet keeps going forward. The boos won't hurt you as long as you don't look them in the eye, okay? Obviously, that was written by the boos, who appear in huge force behind you. Look at the size of this guy! Of course, if you've ever played a Mario game, these guys are kind of like the Weeping Angels, where they only move if you don't look at them. It's all good, we just make our way to this next launch star. As we're flying, you can actually see the last area that we have to make our way through. But before we get there, let's go to this intermediate area. Alright, you can kind of hear them, but there's a bunch of boos in this area. As we're making our way through this platforming section, you just have to be mindful of them. Oh, look at these cool carpet chompers, I love these guys. If ever you're in a situation where these guys have you pinched, you can just kind of spin and that'll shake them around and hopefully leave them all behind you. That way, in case they get close, you can just look at them all at once. Anyway, a simple enough expansion on the idea of the boos, and we make our way to this last area. Just be careful, with the boos popping up and all of these carpet chompers, you gotta be real careful of the floor especially. That's what's gonna kill you more than anything. I recommend using the long jump whenever possible. Anyway, you can see the star right there. We just have to make it past this one curved carpet. Alright, nice and easy. The last little bit. Oh, and here comes the boo entourage. No way they're gonna catch us. Come on, let's just... Oh, well, I guess those gaps are pretty large then. Okay, let's make our way back. Just a matter of making our way straight down and grabbing that last star. But let's not waste any more time and get to my favorite part of every world. Looks like you found a hungry Luma. Hope you've got a stack of starbits, cause those guys can eat. Hey you, yeah you, got any tasty starbits I can snack on? So hungry, feed me delicious starbits. I need to chow on 1,000, then I'll transform. Alright, let's go, let's go. Oh, that's the stuff. So full. I think I'm about to transform. Nice. Beat block galaxy. I love this one. Step to the beat. Alright, a nice simple area with a beautiful blue sky and all of these different blocks. Name of the game is pretty simple, just make our way to the end watching these different platforms as they change to the beat. And even if you're like muted or something, you can still tell, based on the glowing of the blocks before they change. Anyway, nothing to really say except just keep in mind the different pacing as you're doing this. Notice that as the different blocks appear and reappear, the enemies on them will also do the same. But for real, let's just keep enjoying this. I love this bit. Out in the open, Comet Metal, easy enough to nab. Now we get to this last area with the star bits. It's a nice, beautiful pyramid, almost like those Q-Bird games that we played as kids. I don't think I ever played the original. I do remember this one weird SpongeBob one, like way back in Nick.com. You guys remember this? This is simple enough. Just be mindful whenever the green boxes show up, there are the Otumbas there. The armored Goombas on the yellow ones are way easier to deal with, and it's best if you work your way up diagonally in order to gain height and grab as many silver stars as you can in one go. Just be careful as you make your way up once you've collected them all, because the blocks will no longer change. So if you foolishly grabbed the last silver star once the green ones are still there, you still have to deal with those Otumbas at the very top of the pyramid. Just stun these guys, grab the star, and get the heck out of here. What a fun level.
Mario, I have a letter for you.
Challenge! Race, race! Racing at the Wild Glide Galaxy! Don't chicken out! Don't chicken out! Come on, don't wait! Don't wait!
The Jibberjays. No way, these guys are really gonna challenge me to a race? The Malmadius, the best gamer who ever lived? Are you joking? They have the audacity to challenge my groundbreaking race time from the last time I was there? Nah, these guys have to keep waiting for the champ, because we're gonna keep moving forward. Anyway, let's go to the Rolling Masterpiece Galaxy Silver Chomp Grudge Match. Another motion control level. Now this one I actually did not like as a kid. I hated this rolling ball mechanic. But now, I mean, it is a pretty cool idea. I do really like it. But we'll get to that in a little bit. First of all, hey, it's me, Billboard. If you want to ride on this star ball, listen up. Okay, first thing you do is jump onto the star ball. Well, what are you waiting for? Jump on it. Alright, so you made it aboard. Now try matching the guide on the bottom right. Big ups to any of you guys doing this handheld. I can't imagine doing any of these motion controls handheld. It feels horrible with the screen itself moving around. I remember there was a similar thing in one of the hacking minigames on the Sly Cooper series on the PS Vita. I never had a Vita, but just seeing gameplay footage of that, it just doesn't look fun. That's it. Think of that as your starting position. From that starting position, tilt your controllers to move the ball in that direction. Then just press B to jump. Anything gets in your way, just smush it. Enough chatter. Go ahead and give it a try. You'll get the hang of it. Thank you, Billboard. I love you. So yeah, we basically just have to unlock this star and make our way through the gauntlet to do so. Let's make our way to this paintbrush planet first, and we can talk about what makes these levels so much fun in my opinion. First of all, the novelty of Mario balancing on a huge ball. It's almost like a circus event. But honestly, what really sells this idea is the music, how dynamic it is. How it slows down when you start moving slowly and speeds up really quickly. I love how it changes like that, and it really gives a sort of weight to every movement, every position, every decision that you make. I'm really glad they color-coded the different areas of this planet, otherwise it would just be way too confusing. This red area has a clear objective that we need to open. We make our way to this green section with a 1-up there. I tend to think of it as green means go. Go to the green section to get the 1-up and get the key to unlock the next area. The yellow area is filled with these Goombas. I like to think of yellow as coins, because you grab a lot of coins as these idiots try to suicide their way to you. And then the blue area just has a cutaway through. Nothing really interesting. Anyway, let's bounce onto this next area. What's with all these paint tubes floating around here? And then we land on this kind of painting palette right here. Notice as we're flying through, there's all these blue boxes. And once we land, they immediately magnetize and snap to position in front of us. Anyway, just be mindful that you don't fall off and be careful with the turns. Let's keep going up this elevator. Alright, just some Q question mark tiles. Just flip them over to unlock this. What is this, a ruler that you roll on? And where are we landing on? Oh, some tape? Okay, Alright, the highlight of the level, this big wooden area. Look, there's the comet metal. Make our way quick. Look at these axes trying to cut our way out. Be mindful of the bombs, though. These guys will blow up and throw your trajectory sky high. They're not like the Goombas that are just a minor nuisance. Alright, quick, make our way to this last area. This is almost like the boss arena. This huge ruler is a lead up to that area. Here comes the Silver Chomp Chomp. It's a battle between us and him, silver and gold. Who will win? Nah, that doesn't count. That was just a training montage. Let's get to the real fight. Yeah, the best advice I can tell you is to just jump slam him. That'll give you the aerial advantage as well as shooting him way off the platform. But don't do it so much that you lose control like I did. Let's call that a draw. Anyway, make our way down to this last area with these colored pencils. The purple one has the mechanism to unlock the star, and it's just easy as that, ladies and gentlemen. Make our way up the flagpole to reach our prize. I always love doing a little twirl at the top of the flagpole. Come on, guys, what's Mario known for if not showmanship? How else can you understand the fact that he's able to ice skate beautifully in, like, New York plumbing boots? Oh, what's this?
A letter addressed to the baby Luma has arrived.
To my lost Luma, we worry about you, but we know you're safe with your new friend. I hope the attached item is helpful. May the stars shine down on you. Now, maybe you can tell from the color palette, as well as the similar phrase, may the stars shine down on you. Especially if you played the first game, but if you haven't, we've already seen a character say something like this before. It was that cosmic guide from earlier. So we can assume that this person is the same entity. Wishing well to her little Luma. Oh, she gave us 50 star bits. Yeah, okay, that's kind of stingy, honestly. Come on. Like, you're the queen of the stars and that's all you could send us? Hey, I appreciate it, but I'm just saying. Oh, Lubba, what do you want? Now you're criticizing me for not having friends? Bro, whose team are you on, man? Anyway, we've got enough stars to make our way forward. This is kind of cute. There's like a warp pipe in space somehow that leads us to our next objective. I guess, like, technically you could call this like a wormhole, I guess. But look how Spaceship Mario makes his way down. And before we make our way forward, I just wanted to emphasize one other cool thing about the map. Very subtle, but if we make our way to that very first space, like I mentioned, you can see the portal that led us to this new world. But as we move further and further away, like right here, it's right before the final boss, that portal is nowhere to be seen. Probably light years away. Which makes sense based on how many stars we needed to get to this point. So in that sense, there's kind of the subtle environmental storytelling, re-emphasizing just the vast distance that we've traveled. Anyway, without any further ado, it's time for Bowser Jr.'s Fearsome Fleet. We're facing off against Bowser Jr.'s mighty Mega Hammer. Alright, here we go, the big showdown with Bowser Jr. Unlike his father, who always faces off in his lava castle, Bowser Jr. loves technology. And we get that sense right when we land. We see these electrical enemies, we see this technology platform, and we see these bullet bills firing straight at us. Good thing we just so happen to have Yoshi here who can help us. We can swallow the bullet bills and shoot them back out at the enemies. However, if you have a bullet bill in your mouth for too long, eventually it'll just explode. As we make our way forward with Yoshi, be careful about any of the electrical enemies or platforms. Yoshi has a severe aversion to electricity. Anything else that causes damage, he can shrug it off and run around like a baby. If he touches electricity, he immediately goes back into his shell. We break our way forward and make it to this platform. As we're moving, we have these hedgehog enemies that begin firing their bullet bills at us. All the meanwhile, you have to make sure that you avoid all these spikes that make their way onto the platform. And it's fun to redirect these bullet bills right back at them as we make our way upwards. There's this second platform that moves, and we have to make sure that we're ready to fire at platform to open the door at the end of the way. Once we make our way through, we can go on the mini launch star into this next area. There's a Bowser Jr. statue straight ahead. If you break it, we get a secret 1-up. Be really careful. At the end of the platform is this electric fence. It kind of blends in with the planet in the background, so be careful. I swear, every time I play this level, I always get tripped up by that. Anyway, we make it to this other side of the platform, and we see the way forward is blocked by another glass sphere. It's just as simple as grabbing another bullet bill to make our way forward. Here we go. Bowser's fleet shows up. You can see these portals opening as we make our way forward with these different pirate ships ready to converge on our position. We really quickly grab the life mushroom as well as the comet medal and make our way forward. There's another platform we have to destroy, simple enough, and we just keep going. All the while, this music keeps hyping you up. This is the big infiltration level. We're in Bowser Jr.'s home turf. He's clearly upped the security. He's got all these technological advances and an entire fleet on standby. This is probably the rest of the flotilla that we left in World 1. Hopefully we've had enough practice with the bullet bills at this point because we're about to make our way to Bowser Jr. himself. But before we do, of course, we gotta talk to the Luma shop. Of course, I'll feed you whatever you want. Why not? And let's make our way to Bowser. Jr., anyway. Here he is, look at him, smug as ever. Don't you know when to quit? I'm gonna enjoy taking you out from the cozy confines of my robot cockpit. So, you want a grand star, do ya? Well, come on, tough guy. See if you're any match for Mega Hammer. Immediately, we see the cockpit armor engage as it connects to the rest of Mega Hammer. We're on this large spherical platform, and Mega Hammer will fire these bullet bills right at us. Every now and then, he fires a bonsai bill straight away. The bullet bills will hone in on our position, but the bonsai bill will fire straight ahead, and it'll knock down some of these platforms. Maybe it seems simple enough, and we've got to just grab the bullet bills and fire them back at Mega Hammer's weak spots. Just rinse and repeat throughout this first stage. Now, even though we've defeated both weak points on this guy, he's still up and moving. But then if we ride this launch star to the opposite side, you can see he has one more weak spot. Once Bowser Jr. realizes you flew to the opposite side, he fires a super laser, and he has 6 different cannons that all fire at the same time in pure defense. There we go. One more bullet bill and there's phase 1. Maybe because the machine started fitzing out, or probably more likely just a pure temper tantrum on Bowser Jr.'s part, the cockpit shields fling open. Same thing, but now Bowser Jr. will take it into his own hands. Instead of just firing the bullet bills and the bonsai bills, the Mega Hammer will slam down the hammers on either side, shooting lasers. In doing so, however, the Mecha Hammer leans forward, giving us another chance to strike. His Mecha Hammer shrinks and falls, but notably, Bowser Jr. managed to get away in time. And here comes the Grand Star. Right in the center, waiting for us. And here it is, even Yoshi gets to bask in the glory. So, how does World 3 hold up? Honestly, I really like this one. A lot of the highlights of the game for me all come in this level. This is one of the peaks of Mario Galaxy as a whole. The right amount of fun, unique ideas, and challenge to make it seem worth it. I love this place. But let's see how it all compares. Alright, like I said before, this is a really good world. Nothing in D tier this time. Bottom of C tier, I gotta say Silver Stars and the Purple Pond. Way better than the other Silver Star levels. This one's actually pretty challenging, all things considered, so I do really like this one. It's almost like a puzzle in and of itself. You know, trying to figure out the optimal routes to do this without taking any damage. Next up, we'll say the Chimp Skating Challenge. I like that this level's in the game. It's really fun, and out of all the Chimps challenges, I enjoy these ones the most. You know, like that Whack-A-Mole meets Skating Challenge. I like that a lot. But this one's just not challenging enough to justify a higher placement. Still really good, and I do like the character. Next up, a Glimmer of Bulbberry. This is really good. I like the haunted aesthetic, and I like the Bulbberry appearing for the first time. However, it doesn't really get that many good uses out of it. Of course, it's just introducing this power-up, and it'll be expounded upon later. But I mean, the climax of the level is just climbing up some bookcases, so not really all too exciting. And top of C tier is Sorbetti's Chilly Reception. I don't know, I don't think the rock power-up necessarily suits this area. It is kind of fun to roll around, but Sorbetti's not an interesting villain at all. He's just a stupid snowman wannabe. Okay, bottom of B tier, Head in the Clouds. I usually love the cloud power-up, and this is a really good level, all things considered. I think it has one too many slow points and goes a little bit too long to have constant fun like you would expect. But I do really like the feel and environment of this level, as I've said ad nauseum already. Next up, the Flotacious Blimp Fruit. Really inventive level. I love the Blimp Fruit. I love the Whittles. I love their wooden environment. I hate this stupid glare. But other than that, this was a really good level. Next up, Tall Trunk's Big Slide. Now, my bias aside, I really like this level, especially now replaying it as an adult. I love the build up to this slide. I love how the Whittles honor and revere it. And that makes just going down it all the more fun and triumphant when you really made it. But at the end of the day, it's just a slide, so I can't really justify putting it much higher. Especially competing with all these really good levels. And top of B tier, Rolling Masterpiece Galaxy. Some of you guys are going to be groaning and rolling your eyes, but really I did have a lot of fun with this. Just something fun about like rolling around on a big ball and trying to get it all the way to the end. And the fact that the star is here with you to begin with and you've got to find a way to unlock it, I really like that. If the motion controls were a little bit better on the Switch, I could justify this being a lot higher, but for now it's the top of B tier. Alright, bottom of A, sneaking down the creepy corridor. I like this haunted aesthetic a lot more. I like the boos a lot better than the other haunted, like, octo things. And I like their entourage making their way all the way down. This is a really good one. Up next is Beat Block Galaxy. Fun. Really good music, really good aesthetic, really good level design, pure fun. It's one of those levels that I continue humming to myself weeks later. Like, you guys don't get it. Between recording these videos, writing the script, and editing every single time I listen to this music, it ends up being stuck in my head for weeks. And top of A tier, Bowser on Ice. Come on, guys. It's fire and ice. What better aesthetic can you have than that? And it's fun, and you have the fire flower and these boulders. Hello? Top of A where it belongs. And finally, S tier. Without further ado, Bowser Jr.'s Fearsome Fleet. I know you guys are going to be pressed because both World 2 and World 3 had the final boss as the S tier level, but come on, this one is really good. The lead up to it, the fact that you use Yoshi and redirect these bullet bills, it really feels like you're infiltrating this secret area. The fleet coming in after you, and then finally facing off against this giant robot mech. It's a really, really good level. Alright, here's the tier list, and by now we should have made it right back to Starship Mario. A portal to the next world opened up! Great work, pal. That's your third power star. Alright, we're ready to fly through time and space. That monster is still out there somewhere. So let's ship out to the next world, Captain. Hey, if it's alright with you, it's alright with me. And now together, we're all gonna ship out to World 4. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was part 4 in a very long retrospective. If you didn't see the other parts, click here to see more. Regrettably, we're out of time for this episode, so we're gonna have to ask Grian to come on next time. If you stuck around this long, please like the video and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. But until next time, I'm the Malmadius, and as always, have a great day and make it a great day for someone else. Take care, everybody.